Hey, this is Shiraz, and before we get started, I just want to let you know that when I clear something for someone, when I cause a shift, I tend to yawn and cough from the energetic shift that happens. I don't know why it happens. It's just how my body works. And if you don't know that, you're going to listen to this video and go, what the hell is wrong with this guy? You might still think that, but now there's more of an explanation. The other thing to keep in mind is that if you hear something that you can absolutely relate to, when I cleared for them, you can get it cleared for you too. Just say yes when they're saying yes, and it works. I have people that watch these videos every morning to get stuff cleared. This can be your new morning habit too. Okay, that's enough for that. Let's get on with the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you get a great shift out of it. See you soon.
Basically, I've been making some progress, but I've actually been feeling very impatient about the rate at the pace of change, and so I think that by feeling impatient, I'm actually goofing up some of my opportunities, basically. Um, so it's sort of like this. I was actually working on a particular um, yeah, I was working on my business, and then I was feeling frustrated. I wasn't getting enough clients. I think that's actually something I'm feeling like. I feel like I'm not getting enough clients, although I did have like a few clients, and they were very happy, and they thanked me for the session and all of that. I'm just doing free sessions now, but yeah, so I had that. But then I'm also feeling frustrated that I'm not getting enough clients, and I'm stressing about, okay, how am I going to make money off this business idea? People like what I'm offering, but then I'm not getting enough clients. And I was hoping that I would like have a big list, and then I could put out an offer. Like that's what I was like stressing about. And like for me, I feel very frustrated because I still haven't like my bank balance is still looking um, not great, basically.
What's interesting is whenever you're saying I'm not getting enough clients, that's not coming up as true. Okay, so
yeah, there's something strange. I'll tell you about it. There's something strange because the thing is like when I have to actually do a session, I feel stressed before it. I feel great after it, but I feel very stressed before it.
Yeah. So if you feel stressed before every session and you get more sessions, that means more stress. So your brain is like, okay, no, I don't want to feel more stress. So let's just keep it where it is. And then we've made sure we've maximized the stress. So what are you stressed about before each session?
Well, I think it's just sort of I think it's a few things. Like basically, one, I think setting up expectations. Like, will I be able to meet the expectations? Will they just basically want to work with me again and again, or will they just run away?
Okay. Yeah, and that's a common thing. People are worried that they're going to do a good job. Imposter syndrome comes up. Am I really that good? And here's what's going on. Is you said you're not charging right now.
Yeah, I'm not charging right now.
Okay. So you're worried about whether you don't do a good job or not, and you're not charging. How are you going to feel if you start charging? Your whole energy is like, oh, fuck. Just like, what the hell? Right?
Yeah.
This is it. This is what stops a lot of people from working. I don't even know what you do. I assume it's some kind of coaching because you're working on with people, right?
Public speaking coaching.
It's what coaching?
Public speaking.
Public speaking
Public
coaching.
Speaking.
Okay, cool. Yes, I remember that now. I remember you told me that before. Okay. So when you decide you have to have great results every time, then what your subconscious does is like, I'm only going to work with people that I absolutely feel guaranteed that I'm going to get good results with them. And that makes it a really, really small pool because there's so many things you look for to make sure that you have to get those good results. So when your intention is to get good results, but you're okay if it's another shit show, then you actually allow more people to show up. Okay. Again, it's not you want to have it like stuck completely. The intention is to have the best outcome for your client. But when you're in allowance of it being amazing, okay, and sucking and every other combination, then you can have more and more success, because that's what's going to happen. As you go through your business, you're going to have amazing clients that are your champions and say, oh my God, got to work with her. She's the best. But you can have some people that go, I worked with her, it sucked. I wouldn't recommend it. And you've got to be willing to have that. Okay. The goal is to have, one person that hates you for every 100 people that love you, or bigger ratio than that. But where most people go is, I don't want 100 people hating me or saying bad things about my stuff. That's 100 people telling people I suck. But if you're doing a good job and you're getting 100 people loving you for every one person that hates you, then if you have 100 people saying Shruti sucks, you've got 10,000 people saying, go work with her, she's friggin' amazing. But your mind goes to the number 100, which feels awful. And so it tries to contract it. So I don't need more than one or two. So that means you only have less than 100 clients or less than that, right? So you have to be willing for people to love you and hate you to create that kind of success. So when I'm going to say minimize, keep it in the context of what I'm saying is that you still want a lot of people, but don't try to make sure there's only a few that hate you. So are you willing to step out of the story that you have to minimize the amount of people that don't like you or your services?
Yes, I'm willing to let go of that now.
Okay. The other thing is what you were talking about is you've decided that if you get paid for it, you absolutely have to do a good job. Again, you don't. The intention is, yes, I'm going to do an amazing job and do whatever I can to give them amazing results. But if you don't, and you've done your best, that's fine. That's just what happens in life. You're going to have successes and you're going to have failures. So if your brain is saying, I can't have paying clients and then do a bad job, then you're just not going to have paying clients. Okay. Right? I have paying clients, and most of the time they get great results, but sometimes they don't. And I'm fine with that because I'm doing my best in every session. I'm fully present. I'm doing my best with each person I work on. And sometimes it just doesn't happen. Okay. I can feel a whole bunch of people going, oh my God, I can't, I got to give good results. The intention is to give amazing results. So are you willing to step out of the story that if people pay for you, you have to give them amazing results every time?
Yes, I'm willing to step out of it. However, I'm actually having a question. Do I have to I was wondering about whether, supposing they're not happy with the results, then whether I have to refund them. I was wondering about that.
That's up to you. That depends on how you want to set up your policy, right? Some people do that. If you don't get results, then you get your money back. And if you're getting a big enough ratio and you're sure of your stuff, then that's fine. But you don't have to do that. I don't give a refund, right? If I've worked with you and I've given you everything I can, and like I said, it's your decision. Are you going to shift those beliefs? If you decide you're not shifting those beliefs, that's not on me. That's on you. I'm going to do my best to convince you to shift those beliefs so you can have the best results. But no, you don't get a refund. I actually had a girl come out of a session. She was fuming, right? And what happened? She came to me and she said, "You came highly recommended, and I want to work with you." I'm like, "Fine." And I was working online. She goes, "No, it has to be in person." And I'm like, "No, I don't work in person. I do everything online." She goes, "No, I refuse to work online. I have to see you. It has to be in person." So I charged her 1.5 times my regular rate because I had to go rent an office just to go see her, right? So then she arrives at the office and she goes, "I want you to make me happy." I'm like, "What?" "I want you to make you happy. I was told that you could do this." And I'm like, "We can find out why you're not happy and shift some things around that." And it turned out her dad is over in, I think it was the Ukraine, this was a couple of years ago, not the current Ukraine, but he was over in the Ukraine and he was really sick. And she felt bad that her dad was sick and she's not over there taking care of him. And I said, "Well, why don't you go over there?" And she goes, "I can't do that now. I've got too much going on." And I said, are you willing to allow yourself to be happy even though your dad is sick? And she goes, "No, why would I be happy when my dad is sick?" I said, "Well, you not being happy doesn't help your dad in any way. I'm not telling you to not care about him, not love him, but you can still be happy even though he's sick." She goes, "No, I could never do that. I'm not going to be happy as long as he's sick." And I said, "Well, then I can't help you." And she's like, "What do you mean?" I said, this is what's not causing you not to be happy. I can't magically make you happy. That's not what I do. But this is it. If you're willing to be happy, even though your dad's sick, you will create more happiness. You will get better results. Everything will change for you. She's like, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I said, well, then we're done. And she left and she was fuming. And the office I was in, there were other people there. They watched, they'd never seen me have a bad result with anyone. And they were just like, what the hell happened there? And I said, didn't want to change the belief, the one belief that was going to save everything. And they said, did you give her her money back? I'm like, nope. I'm like, why? Because we were in there for almost an hour before we got to that thing that she's just not going to change. And I said, but what if she says bad things about you? Then she's going to say bad things about me. What if she gives you bad reviews? And that's what she's going to do. But if I have to change who I am and how I do things just to make sure people don't hate me, my business will just start to implode because I'm always doing the best I can. Okay. So that's it. You have to allow things like that to show up in your business, whether it's the service you do, the product people are using, whatever it is. There's going to be.
So I have to be comfortable with it when people don't actually like what I'm offering, what I'm doing. Because it's not for everyone anyway, right?
Yeah, exactly. There are going to be people that completely align to you and just love it, and there are people who are going to be like, "What the hell was that?" And everything in between. Okay, so let's try it again because you weren't in that right space. You said, "Yeah, I'm going to," but I have a question. No, you didn't. You weren't at a yes. So, are you willing to step out of the story that if people are paying you, you absolutely have to get good results every time?
Yes, I'm willing to let go of that belief.
Okay. How's that feel? Better, worse, same, or different?
Yeah, it feels better, definitely.
Okay, cool. Thank you for playing.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a like. And if you had a shift of your own, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Also, check out the description for energetic magic events that you can attend every single month. Be well, be aware, and be magical.